Hi everyone, thanks for being here. My name is Kristen, and I'm gonna talk about the movie Can You Ever Forgive Me? Can You Ever Forgive Me is a movie filmed in 2018 in which the main character, Lee Israel, who was once a recognized writer, is now in bankrupt due to her failure of her last book and her alcoholism. In the story, when she's trying to write a new book to publish, she finds a letter that's of value and she sells it. From there, she starts to forge and steal letters written by famous personalities as a way of living, and everything seems to turn around for good. She even makes friends with the girl at the shop and Jack Hawk. However, after a while, the FBI caught her because her friend Jack Hawk betrayed her and worked with the police. And when she's in court, she admits that she's not sorry for her crimes and that she even feels proud of her work. That, of course, was not her work, but she hadn't felt for that in a long, long time. And she's actually proud of her ability to fool people into believing she was someone else. And so the court decides to give her 5 years of probation with 6 months of home arrest, and she was only allowed to leave for her work, community service, and her AA meetings. And at the end of the story, she gets an honest job copy editing, and she feels sorry for what she did because she caused pain to those who she betrayed, and she will never be forgotten. And therefore, that's why the title is Can You Ever Forgive Me? The theme of the curse happens when Lee falls into buying old typewriters and imitating the writing of famous personalities, and also when she lets down her friend at the shop. The theme of lies and deception can also be seen in the deceitful behavior of all the other writers who are nice all the time, happy, and you can see that they don't really care about the connections they made with other people, but they're superficial, and this you can see that by analyzing the way they dress and the material of their clothes and the way they behave. Analyzing why Lee Israel fell into this vicious circle of lies and deception, we must analyze her personality and surroundings. Even though she was a talented writer, she was overshadowed by another male writer who was younger and more appealing to people. By being eclipsed by this other new figure, she lost profit and started her descent into criminality. Israel was a rude and arrogant woman who distanced herself further from a world she had grown to despise. As we mentioned before, Lee Israel had an arrogant personality and she was not nice to other people. She didn't care much about the way she looked. She was definitely older, and so every aspect of her personality broke with the expectation of behavior that society has upon every individual. And so her personality made her more susceptible to rejection, and also in a way she had been rejected so many times throughout her life that she does not feel guilty when she's faking these letters because she's getting back some of what the world took away from her that made her go bankrupt, basically, because she even had an opportunity to choose between becoming a nicer person or actually writing a new good book, and instead she chooses this faking of the letters because she didn't want to expose herself to the world. She didn't want to be vulnerable to any criticism. Overall, the fear of rejection is what leads to lies and deception. Fear of rejection led the writers to have a deceitful, nice attitude towards everyone, and what led Israel into crime. So my question for you guys here is, do you think she had been successful with an attitude like hers if she was younger and more attractive? Why do you think people always prefer the new things and not precisely the good stuff?